Relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when the drop home, gave him the chokehold.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Now a first down throw. Watson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Being chased out left. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. Give him 7 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown. Houston. A great effort there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a 1st down as well.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Carr now on 1st down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in a 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw on second is Watson. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's all we need.
And he lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. That's what they wanted out of that 1st down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
2nd and goal from the 1. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. A field goal would make it a two-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They will indeed snap it to Watson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Hauschka now for the extra point. Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Carr now on first down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Cole. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Black 22! Black 22!
A shotgun snap for Watson. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Reset.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Shifts by him. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Black 99, feel it!
On 2nd down, here's Watson. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Houston after this timeout. To throw on 2nd down, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, it's Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Richmond. Come back. Mike 50. Gotta do better. Richmond.
Throwing again is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. A beautiful fake. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and there's creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will extend their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. The final shot here before half for Carr. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return. And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over. Ball security eluded him. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense. But a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long. He's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Watson now. Going to throw again. Steps and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield. Gonna need something special here on third and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Here's Watson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there from 13 yards out. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw his Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Forced out to his left. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was the free safety to Sean Gibson who was able to range over and knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson over the middle. That's caught by QT. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Come back, come back. Richmond.
From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans add on. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out come the Jags. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Lee. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On first down, Carr. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Monday, down. Blue 80.
Throwing on first down. Carr. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a second down. Carr to throw again. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Carr going to try and throw on third down. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey, get down, get down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Throwing now is Carr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson is going to float this over the middle deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Watson, eluding the pressure right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Lee's got it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Carr now to throw. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff looking right. Nifty move. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know. Well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Come back, come back. Come back, come back. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Come back.
Let's see if they do it anyway.
Single, hey.
3rd and long. It's Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
44's the mic, 44's mic. Check, check.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Raider 1. 14, line 14.
Hey, 734.
Now this time, Carl throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Tiger.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. So Charles